Welcome to the program. We have Tim on the phone. Hello, Tim.
Hello, Glenn.
Hello, how are you?
Hello, Glenn. I'm Tim Walz.
Tim Walz.
Hello.
Hi.
I debate tonight. Will you watch?
Well, we're going to be watching on Blaze TV. You're debating tonight. That's good. Yeah.
I like fishing.
I know. I know you like fishing. Yeah.
I coach football. Did you like the football?
I heard you were a coach.
Did you see the football? It's the same shape as my head.
As your what?
As my head.
As your head?
Yes, I have a head. But people say my head look like football.
Right. Okay.
I like fishing and hunting.
Right. I know that. Can I ask you?
I thought J.D. Vance is weird. Did you know J.D. Vance is weird? I'm going to say that tonight on the debate stage. J.D. Vance is weird. I like balloons. I've been on debate tonight. Did you know I was the man in front of Tank at Tenterman Square?
The Glenn Beck Program. Welcome to the fusion of entertainment and enlightenment. This is the Glenn Beck Program.
Hello, America, and welcome to the Glenn Beck Program. We're glad you're here. Tonight...
Hello?
Hello?
Hello, Glenn. I fought in World War II. This is Tim Walz.
I know, Tim. How are you still on the phone?
I was talking for 7 minutes and you did not answer.
Okay, because I thought we had hung up. You had hung up,
and we have a saying in Minnesota. Mind your own damn business.
Okay. All right. Okay.
J.D. Vance is weird.
Yeah, okay. We're going to talk to you about the J.D. Vance debate.
I like poodles.
You what?
Poodles.
Poodles?
I like poodles. I like it.
Okay. Okay. Tim Walz, hang up the phone, please. Can you?
Glenn?
Yes?
I love you.
Okay.
I talked about you on debate tonight. You watched debate tonight.
All right.
Mind your own damn business.
Okay.
These guys are weird.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for calling Tim. Can you cut him off, please? All right, back. We begin the show here in a minute. Let me tell you about Patriot Mobile.
Stupid. How do we get paid for this? I have no understanding.
That's the best impression I have heard of Tim
I've been working on it for a while. Yeah, it's actually been in development for a while. I've been really thinking about it. I think I've nailed it.
I think you did.
I mean, if all those phrases came out of his mouth tonight, would you know the difference? Do you have any idea?
We may have a very special guest after tonight's debate on TV. Tim Walz may have to stand by and come on the program tonight, so you don't want to miss that. All right, let me tell you about Patriot Mobile. Crazy thought. Imagine you're having a conversation with somebody, and you actually, bring up the phone company you're with because you're proud of partnering with them. I've done that before. I don't have to imagine that. I've done it. Since I started partnering with Patriot Mobile, I find myself bringing them up in conversation all the time because it is the easiest way to, A, save money, B, still have the great phone coverage that you already have, and support our country. It is so simple. They don't send their money in to aid the destruction of America. They actually are helping fight for the right things in America. Right now, when you make the switch to Patriot Mobile, you're going to get a whole month for free. They're America's only Christian conservative mobile phone company, and their mission is to passionately defend our God-given constitutional rights and freedoms. It's patriotmobile.com/Beck. 972-PATRIOT. 972-PATRIOT. You'll get a free month of service if you sign up today. It's patriotmobile.com/Beck. Oh. There's not a chance that it goes poorly tonight, is there?
It's hard to believe.
Yeah, it is hard to believe.
Because Walz doesn't seem to bring anything to the table. As you may be able to tell, he is uniquely grating to me. I can't.
What makes you say that?
He's so irritating.
He is. He really is.
When I was doing that impression, I just pull up the Google images of Tim Walz, because as soon as I see his face and him trying to like be this relatable dad character, it's so irritating. I can't take. I feel like people don't like. They're not seeing what I'm seeing or something. Like, why am I the only one who hates him so much? He's so irritating, like uniquely irritating to me.
Wait a minute.
25 times past Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris is awful, and she does a lot of irritating things, and she'll be a terrible president. God forbid she wins. He's like just so much more irritating and annoying to me. Like, I can't understand how anyone can like him.
I think I have found Stu's waterboarding. Okay?
Yes.
It's just him trapped in a room with Tim Walz and Andrew Cuomo.
Oh, yeah.
His head would explode.
It's so stupid.
It would absolutely explode.
But I don't know why, like, people are like, oh, well, he's going to be very relatable. He's a relatable guy, and people just love that Midwestern charm. Do they? Do they? Because if they do, they should all be shot off the planet into the sun. Because anyone would fall for this. It's so.
Oh, I know.
Oh, I can't stand it.
I can't stand. That's what bothers me. This would be so fun if the rest of America was like, oh yeah. No, I see it. I see it.
Yeah, it just seems so obvious to me.
I know.
And I do think that there is a very low hurdle that has been set for J.D. Vance tonight. Everyone seems to think he's the worst person in the world, and he only says strange things, and he's weird.
He's so buttoned up.
He's just like I think he does a pretty good job. He's done a good job in these interviews.
Yeah,
I think he can do like him.
He doesn't take any crap without getting angry. You know, he doesn't get angry at all. You lost your voice because of
this stupid impression is killing my voice.
Okay.
But it is one of those things where, luckily, I don't have to do 12 hours of live coverage tonight.
Yeah,
so this is good. I'm glad I played around with that.
Yeah.
But it is interesting because
maybe I'll call you Stu. I like guns.
You're doing a really good job. How did you?
I didn't have to work on that.
You're doing the impression of the impression,
yeah.
And sometimes that's even easier.
Right.
Vance has a real opportunity to overshoot his expectations tonight. I mean, he could say something terrible and blow it, but he also, if he's just normal, which I think he is, I mean, what story is more normal? A guy who comes out and is lying about every aspect of his life since it started?
Well, no, except for the Tiananmen Square thing. He was there for that. In fact, we have him on the phone. Get him back on the phone.
I'm not going to be able to talk.
I just want to talk to him about Tiananmen Square.
Hello, Glenn.
Hello.
My name is Tim Walz.
I know your name is Tim Walz. You were at Tiananmen Square.
I've been drooling on the phone a lot. It's very wet.
Okay.
I was in Gentleman Square.
Tiananmen Square.
Tiananmen Square.
Okay, close enough.
I was in Entenmann's Square.
Right.
And I had the banana bread and the soft cookies. I like cookies. I had a cookie at the state fair. Vote for me. They have corn on the cob. I like corn on the cob. Vote for me.
Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
I had a pork chop on a stick. That shows that I can relate to you. I coach football.
Okay. I give.
I can't stand him, Glenn. I can't.
I don't think I've laughed this hard in I don't know how long.
Don't you? When you see him, isn't that? Listen. My voice is shot.
Oh, I got
By the
pork
way-
chop on a stick. How did you get the corn on the cob? When I could see it happening.
Yes.
I could see it happening.
Yes, his entire run as the vice presidential nominee is him doing stuff like that. There's no substance there at all. And I have the answer as to whether you're hosting the coverage tonight. The answer is yes. I can't speak.
Oh my gosh. Let me just take a break here for a second. Let me tell you about LifeLock. I don't know if you know this. Due to recent data breaches, about 75% of all Americans have had their Social Security numbers exposed. That's a lot of personal information just waiting, for somebody to grab it. Would you even know what to do if somebody grabbed your identity? Would you? I mean, I wouldn't. That's why I have LifeLock, honestly. There are a lot of things you can do to protect yourself, but if you want comprehensive identity protection from criminals, not to mention real peace of mind, what you need is to get LifeLock. LifeLock offers advanced, empowering monitoring of your identity and personal information, and it'll alert you to any cyber criminal trying to use your personal information. They track hundreds of millions of data points per second to detect and alert you to a wide range of threats. It's really interesting to me. A company like LifeLock can track hundreds of millions of data points per second to detect any kind of threat. But we can't seem to get our vote to count. Anyway, they have professional U.S.-based restoration specialists, so if you do become a victim, they can help you manage and fix the situation. Their plans include up to $3 million in coverage. Start protecting your identity today with a 30-day free trial at LifeLock.com. Use the promo code Beck. Terms apply. It's a 30-day free trial. LifeLock.com. Promo code Beck. 10 seconds. Station ID. Oh, my gosh. This is usually when we would just drop the mic and walk off stage, but so there are some polls out there. Donald Trump leads Pennsylvania now by just over 2 points. This is from Trafalgar, isn't it? Yeah, Trafalgar showed Trump leading Harris in Pennsylvania 47.5 to 45.3. Now it's margin of error, so it puts him in a virtual tie, but it's nice to see him on top. There's a couple of other stories about him. What is this? What is this one? Tim Walz talks to We Rate Dogs with Rescue Dog Scout.
Hi, Glenn, it's Tim Walz. I like dogs. I killed Osama bin Laden. Did you know that?
No,
I was in Pakistan. I shot Osama bin Laden. Do you believe me?
No, I don't.
Do you?
No, I don't.
I like corn fritters.
Okay, thank you. So he's on with We Rate Dogs. He said, politics can sometimes bring out the worst in people, but I believe dogs can bring out the best in us.
I'm really not going to be able to do this show tonight.
So Americans seem, I'm still quoting him. So Americans seem to be more polarized than ever these days, but loving dogs seems to be pretty universal.
Oh, come on.
Why do we?
This isn't a real article.
Why do we love dogs? Quote, well, they give us unconditional love. I do think they bring out the best in us. I think our politics can sometimes bring out the worst. I see it as a dog park that rarely will people talk politics. They talk dogs and they talk about the weather. They talk about how lucky we are to be here and think that that's the greatest gift that they have for us is the dog park and the talk in the dog park. What the hell? What is this?
Why?
We are aliens on this planet now.
Hi guys, it's Tim Walz. Thank you for having me on my show. These guys are weird. Life is like a dog park. You never know when you step in poo-poo. I try not to step in poo-poo, but it's usually on my shoes. My shoes hurt.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I step in poo-poo again. Every day I step in poo-poo. I don't even have dog and I keep stepping in poo-poo. Whose poo-poo is it, Glenn? It's weird. Somebody's doing it on my lawn. And I look at the cameras and it was me. I don't even remember it. But I had a lot of food at the fair.
Okay.
It goes through you quickly, Glenn.
You're not going to be able to do anything. Oh.
There's so much spittle on this phone. It's not even going to work.
I step in poop. It's me.
How is this guy on this ticket? How is this happening?
How is this ticket happening?
How is it happening?
How is it happening?
They're both so embarrassing. Like, is it possible that this is what we have in this country? That we're just throwing up this guy who says he's a football coach and is stepping in poo-poo? Those are like his main qualifications to be vice president of the United States?
Well, he also carried a gun in war, and he went to Tiananmen Square.
Yeah, killed Osama bin Laden. I mean, the guy's got some qualifications.
Yeah, I mean, this guy's great. Oh my gosh.
I don't even know what to do other than just to mock it. It's just to laugh at it. It's so disturbing. This debate tonight is a joke. You have one guy who's done what with his life? Like this.
None of them have done anything.
None of these things are true. I have no idea who he is. Everything he's told us about his life has been a lie. Even the process that created his daughter, they lied about. Even that foundational thing in their family, they lied about. He's lied about everything. And he's accomplished what? They're like, oh, J.D. Vance is weird. He's a what has he done? He came up from impossible poverty. He served in the military, didn't lie about it constantly, became a venture capitalist, wrote a best-selling book, had a movie created, became a U.S. senator, is now a vice presidential candidate. That's an American story that you'd make a movie out of. It's an incredible story.
I'd like to remind you, they did make a movie. His life, if you haven't seen Hillbilly Elegy, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Everybody should watch that. You watch that and you think, I wish I had a kid like that. I wish I had a grandparent like his grandmother. And his family is really screwed up. Have you seen it, Sarah? Oh, you got to watch it. You got to watch it. It's unbelievable. Have you seen it?
I actually haven't seen the movie.
You got to see it. Have you read the book?
No, I haven't actually read the book. I've obviously read a lot about it.
You should watch that before tonight's debate. It tells you everything you need to know about him. It is, honestly, you watch it and the childhood this kid had was
terrible.
No. You don't even begin to understand. And just horrific. And then finally his grandmother takes him away from his mother, who's just out of control. And his grandmother isn't that great.
She's rough around the edges a little bit.
Yeah, a little rough around the edges. But she turns out to be great. And she finally looks at him and just bawls him out as, a 10 or 12-year-old and says, you have a chance to get out of this. You're smart enough, but I'm beginning to question if you are. You apply yourself and get out of here. And he does. And he ends up going to Yale. And as he's in Yale, or as he's getting his interview to intern for some law firm, his mom is in the hospital. I think she tried to kill herself. I can't remember exactly. But she's in the hospital, and he's having to juggle this whole thing. His girlfriend, who's now his wife, he didn't tell her about his family. She had no idea. He was so deeply embarrassed by it. And his wife steps up, is now his girlfriend in the movie. They're going to college at the same time. And she why are you just going away? What is happening with your family? And he doesn't say anything, and she just shows up. And it's amazing. It's amazing. This guy is a true American success story. It is somebody who had every disadvantage except his color. But he grew up without a dad. He grew up in an abusive household with alcoholism everywhere. No one around him was successful. The only mentor he had was his grandmother. And his grandmother, as you said, a little rough around the edges. He did it himself. It's incredible.
And he's married to the daughter of immigrants as well, right?
That's why he knows they're eating those dogs.
Can you imagine? They've tried to pin him as an anti-immigrant guy.
I know.
After all of this.
Yeah. You got to watch it. Hillbilly Elegy, if you haven't seen it, it is really worth your time. I thought it would be good, but it's great. It's really great.
Glenn! Hi, it's Tim Walz.
I know.
I like movies too. I eat the popcorn. And I crunch on the popcorn. It's so much fun. And my hands get lots of slippery on the butter. I like butter.
Okay.